Hello students. So today we are going to take second lecture on Fourier transform. So in the last lecture I have given you the basic definition of Fourier transform, Fourier sine transform, Fourier cosine transform, and I have solved some problems on Fourier transform. So the last problem that I took is find Fourier transform of function fx is equal to e to the power minus modulus x for all the values of x. So students, in the last lecture I have solved this problem by using basic definition of Fourier transform, that means in full interval minus infinity to plus infinity, and I told you that I will be solving this problem by using both the methods. So another method of solving this problem is what? I can judge my function whether it is even function or odd function, and accordingly I can apply or I can go for cosine and sine function, students. So here I will be judging my function. Since f of minus x, if I will be finding even or odd conditions, so I'll find f of minus x. What is my function? In place of x I am putting minus x in my function, and the result is what, students? Because of modulus it will be plus, so e raised to minus modulus x, and it is equal to what? F of x. So since f of minus x is equal to f of x for the given function, so my function is what, students? So fx is equal to e raised to minus modulus x is an even function, students. It is even function, or if it is even function, then I can solve Fourier cosine transform for the given function. So we will be finding what? Fourier cosine transform for the given function. So we find cosine transform. So cosine transform will for the given function will be finding. Now cosine transform's definition says what? So by Fourier cosine transform's definition, it is what, students? It is f lambda is equal to 0 to infinity f of u cos lambda u du. We have learned this definition in the last lecture, students. Now what about this f of u? Since function fx is e raised to minus modulus x, so f of u will be what, students? In place of x I am putting u. So e raised to minus modulus u cos lambda u du. If f of x is what? E raised to minus modulus x, students, so f of u will be what? In place of x I have substituted u. So f of u is e raised to minus modulus u. So my integration is 0 to infinity e raised to minus modulus u cos lambda u du. Same integration I have solved in the last lecture, students. I will be solving it by using the formula integral e raised to ax cos bx dx. And what is it, students? I have discussed this formula in the last lecture. It is e raised to ax upon a square plus b square, a cos bx plus b sin bx. So I am going to use this formula for solution. So here a is what, students? So here in this integration my a is minus 1. Remember one thing, students, variable of integration is u. So e raised to ax, in place of x we have u, in place of a we have minus 1. So a is what? Minus 1, and b is what? Lambda. So students, its integration solution is e raised to minus modulus u e raised to ax upon minus 1 square is a square plus lambda square is b square, bracket on a cos bx, it is a is what? Minus 1. So minus cos lambda u plus b is what? Lambda. So lambda sin lambda u, and the limit of integration is 0 to infinity. So students, putting limits, so I am putting upper limit first, infinity in place of u. So e to the power minus infinity, it will become 0, or if it is 0, so by multiplication this whole expression will become what? 0. Now I am putting lower limit, students. So the lower limit is 0. In place of u I am putting 0. E raised to 0 is what? 1. It is not 0, students. It is 1. Upon 1 plus lambda square, bracket on, in place of u I am putting 0. So cos 0 will be what? 1, and sin 0 will be what? 0. So here minus 1 plus 0. So students, in the last lecture also we have solved same numerical but in full interval, and here we have solved it for cosine transform because my function is even, so I can find Fourier transform by the definition of cosine transform. So minus minus will be plus 1 upon 1 plus lambda square. So FC lambda, see students, I have solved cosine transform, so I am putting C over here. So FC lambda is equal to what? FC lambda's answer is 1 upon 1 plus lambda square. It will be again a function of lambda because we are finding transform for a given function f of x. So transform is a function of lambda, students. So I hope the concept is clear to you for cosine transform also, or for the concern of evenness and oddness of the function. But what is the difference between this answer and the last answers? In the last lecture we have find this answer as 2 upon 1 plus lambda square, and in this we have find it 1 upon 1 plus lambda square. Both answers are correct because in the last lecture we have solved it for full interval minus infinity to plus infinity, and here we have solved it for cosine transform, students. So now I am taking next example, students. So the next example is, see, I am taking all important questions here. Find Fourier transform of fx is equal to one minus x square. Students, I am taking 1 minus x square for the case modulus x less than 1, less than equal to 1, and 0 for the case modulus x greater than 1. So this is the example for which I have to find Fourier transform, and they have mentioned that also evaluate and hence evaluate integration is given to us. It is 0 to infinity x cos x minus sin x, x cos x minus sin x upon x cube cos x by 2 dx. They are asking for the value of this integration also, students. So now in this example they have given a function, it is 1 minus x square for the interval whenever modulus x is less than equal to 1. This interval shows what, students? Here x lies between what? Minus 1 to plus 1, and for rest of the values, that means x greater than 1, function's value is what? 0. It means you are going to solve, or you are going to find Fourier transform between the interval minus 1 to 1, and for rest of the values of x our function is what? 0, students. So now I am solving Fourier transform, and this interval or this range or interval means what? It is full interval, or the question is in full range, minus 1 to plus 1, and they are asking for Fourier transform. So whenever they are asking for Fourier transform, by default our question is in full interval, minus infinity to plus infinity. So here in that form we have minus 1 to plus 1 interval. Now once we will be solving, so I am going to use even or oddness concept of the function. So here what is my function's nature? F of minus x is equal to 1 minus x square. In place of x square, what I have done? I have substituted minus x in place of x. So its answer will be what? Again 1 minus x square, and which is nothing but equal to f of x, students. So since f of minus x answer is equal to f of x, so my function is what? Even. Or if my function is even, students, I am going to solve it for, or I am going to find Fourier cosine transform for the function. So I find, or we will find FCT for the given function, Fourier cosine transform. So Fourier cosine transform's definition says what? FC lambda is equal to 0 to infinity f of u cos lambda u du. This is Fourier cosine transforms definition. And here this 0 to infinity interval, students remember one thing, I have written 0 to infinity f of u cos lambda u du. But in our numerical, x lies between -1 to +1, because for that they have given this function to me, and for rest of the x, that means 1 से 1 के beyond greater than 1 to infinity के लिए function is what? 0. So my function is defined for the interval -1 to +1. If I will break this -1 to +1 for 0 to infinity interval, so by default, because we have converted our function in or we have because of evenness of property of the function, we are finding cosine transform, and cosine transform automatically converts full interval into half interval. So -1 to +1 is automatically converted into 0 to 1, and we will break our 0 to infinity limit by this 1 point. So this integration will be breaked into 0 to 1 f of u cos lambda u du plus 1 to infinity f of u cos lambda u du, students, because for both the intervals they have defined function 0 to 1 and 1 to infinity. So for 0 to 1 interval we have this value of function 1 minus x square, and for 1 to infinity greater than 1 to infinity we have this value of function f of x, students. So once we will be putting both the values in the integration, so 0 to 1, what is f of u? So what is 0 to 1 पे what is f of x? It is 1 minus x square. तो f of x की वैल्यू अगर ये है तो f of u क्या होगा? 1 minus u square. So I am putting 1 minus u square cos lambda u du plus what is f of u for the interval 1 to infinity, students? So for the interval 1 to infinity our function is what? 0. So for that interval our function is what? 0. F of u 0 हुआ, then whole integration will be what? 0. So now we have to evaluate only this integration, students. 0 to 1, 1 minus u square cos lambda u du. Now tell me, by which rule we are going to evaluate this integration, students? So I am going to evaluate by uv rule, capital U into v rule, students. So for that I am going to apply uv rule, uv, and uv rule for chain property or chain rule of uv rule. So chain rule of uv rule is says what? First, that means u 1 minus u square into first integration of v. Integration of cos lambda u is what, students? Sin lambda u upon lambda. We are doing integration with respect to u. Remember this thing. So first u as it is, integration of v minus differentiation of u. So 1 minus u square, students. Differentiation of u मतलब capital U I am telling you. This is u, this is v. तो 1 minus u square का differentiation u के respect में किया तो it is minus 2u, and again integration of sin lambda u upon lambda, so it is minus cos lambda u upon lambda square. एक और lambda निकल के नीचे आया तो it is lambda square. फिर chain rule says what? First into integration of second minus again differentiation of first, again integration of second, again plus, alternate sign चलते plus, फिर से differentiation of this minus 2u. तो minus 2u का u के respect में differentiation will be minus 2, and again integration of this, so it is minus cos lambda u का integration sin lambda u upon फिर से एक lambda निकला तो it will become what? Lambda q. So with now in the next step I am not going to continue this chain rule, because again we will be doing differentiation of minus 2 and this will be what? 0. So further steps will be what? 0. So our integration will stop up to this step, and we will be putting 0 to 1 limit now. So in place of u we have to put upper limit 1, and in place of u we have to put lower limit 0. So students, once we will be putting upper limit, so I am making bracket for the upper limit. So I am putting 1 in place of u. So it is 1 minus 1. It will be what? 0. और ये 0 हुआ तो ये part पूरा 0 हुआ. So I am putting 0 for the first part. Now see, students, minus 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 will be minus. In place of u I am putting 1. तो minus 2 cos lambda upon lambda square. It will be minus 2 cos lambda upon lambda square, and see students, minus minus will be plus, ये plus 2 sine lambda upon lambda cube, because in place of u I have substituted 1. So it is plus 2 sine lambda upon lambda cube. So plus 2 sine lambda upon lambda cube. This is from the upper limit I have got. Now minus lower limit. For the lower limit I am putting my bracket over here, students. Now put 0 in place of u. See students, यहाँ 0 substitute किया तो 1 minus 0 will be 1, but sin 0 will be 0. So this whole step will become 0. Now see, here 0 put किया तो 2 into 0 and whole will become 0. And here sin 0 will be 0. So for 0 students, whole answer will be what? 0. So our answer is what? It is 2 sine lambda upon lambda cube minus 2 cos lambda upon lambda square. So we were finding what? We were finding FC lambda, and its answer is, I can take lambda cube common. So 2 sine lambda minus 2 lambda cos lambda. This is the answer of FC lambda, students. But what they have asked, so it is the answer of FC lambda, students. So this is first part of the question. Find Fourier transform. They have mentioned what? Find Fourier transform. So we have find Fourier transform for the given function. But now here is they have mentioned an integration also, and they are asking to evaluate this integration through the value of this cosine transform. So students, remember one thing. Once there is a deduction attached in the question, or suppose deduction, that means I am talking about this integration. So once there is some integration which is attached in the question to evaluate, so we will always evaluate this integration by using the definition of inverse Fourier transform. Remember one thing, students, we will always evaluate this type of deductions by using the definition of inverse Fourier transform. In this numerical we have find which Fourier transform? Cosine transform. So we will be evaluating this integration by using definition of inverse cosine transform. So see students, rest of the part. Now to evaluate given integral, we use what? We will use definition of Fourier, inverse Fourier cosine transform. So I am going to write full inverse Fourier cosine transform. So I am going to use this inverse transforms definition for evaluating this integration, and see the evaluation process very carefully, students. What is the definition of inverse Fourier cosine transform? It is small fx. Fx is equal to 2 upon pi 0 to infinity fc lambda cos lambda x d lambda. This is the definition of inverse cosine transform. See students, it is with respect to lambda. Now what we have done till now, हमें एक function दिया था. What was that function? It was 1 minus x square. See the students, it was 1 minus x square. So the function was 1 minus x square, for which I have calculated cosine transform. So what I have find it for the cosine transform? So fc lambda I have find it as 2 sine lambda minus 2 lambda cos lambda upon lambda cube. This is the value of cosine transform which I have find for this function 1 minus x square, and this cos lambda x remains same d lambda. Now we have to convert this expression in terms of this integration, students. They are asking for this evaluation of this integration, and what we have got by the definition of inverse cosine transform? This integration. So our concern is what? जब भी इस तरीके का कोई डिडक्शन निकालने को दिया जा रहा है तो हम इन्वर्स की ट्रांसफॉर्म की डेफिनेशन यूज करेंगे, एंड वी विल ट्राई टू कन्वर्ट दिस राइट साइड इंटीग्रेशन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ दिस गिवन इंटीग्रेशन बाय यूजिंग सम सब्स्टिट्यूशन. we will try to convert, I am repeating my statement, we will try to convert this right side of the integration in the form of this given integration, and accordingly we will find the value. तो हाउ वी विल कन्वर्ट, उसके लिए सब्सटीट्यूशन लगेगा कुछ. तो व्हाट इज गिवन इन दिस इंटीग्रेशन, इट इज 0 to infinity x cos x minus sin x upon x cube and cos x by 2 dx, students. And what is here, what we have got? So we have got what, students? So I am going to write 1 minus x square here. This 2 I am taking common. So it is 4 upon pi 0 to infinity sin lambda minus lambda cos lambda. So sin lambda minus lambda cos lambda upon lambda cube cos lambda x d lambda. So students, one thing we can see, if we see this integration and we see the evaluated integration, what they are asking, in place of lambda, if I put x, so I can convert it into this form. In place of lambda, I'll try to show you both the integration. If in place of lambda, here x cos x minus sin x, and I have what? Lambda cos lambda sin lambda. So I am substituting in place of lambda, I am replacing it by what? X, because variable changing property is there. So I am putting what? X in place of lambda here first. So जब मैं x की जगह पर in place of x, in place of lambda I am going to put what? X. And another thing वो किया, then I have what? Sin x minus x cos x upon x cube. Now what about this cos lambda x? Here we have cos lambda x, and here in the required integration it is cos x by 2, students. So we are replacing lambda by x, and we have to put x is equal to what? 1 by 2 here. तो lambda x से रिप्लेस हुआ, यहाँ cos x हो गया, और x की जगह पर 1 by 2 पुट किया तो cos x by 2 हो जाएगा. See students, what they are asking, they are asking for cos x by 2 ना. So we have to use two substitution. One is lambda will be replaced by x by variable changing property, and also we will be putting x is equal to 1 by 2. But for this x, I am putting 1 by 2, students. But this substitution is valid or not? Yes, it is valid, because 1 by 2 lies between what? Minus 1 to plus 1. And our limit for the x is what? It lies between minus 1 to plus 1. That means your substitution must lies between this interval. So our substitution is correct. 1 by 2 lies in this interval. Now put both the things. In place of x, I am putting 1 by 2. So here I have also put 1 by 2. So it will become 1 by 2 whole square, matlab 1 by 4. And here 4 upon pi 0 to infinity. In place of lambda, I am putting